Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Hey, just wanted to take a quick moment on this Sunday, January 4th, to just do a recap of today's message. The first message of 2009 was phenomenal. You know, the pastor came from Matthew 16, verse 18. So I'm not going to go through the verse, but that's the chapter and verse we discussed today. So I'd ask you to go back and look at it. But more importantly, I want to just go through what its points were and give you some action steps and things to take away so you can apply the word moving forward during this week. Okay, so the title of this topic today was Hell Won't Prevail. And he covered points. Number one, he said, you must be aware of three things. Point one, the agenda of the church must be clear, settled, and seen. Point number two, he said, a demonic doorway. We must confront the gates of hell, God of hell, and goal of hell. And then his point number three was a prevailing outcome. The church will prevail over Satan's strategy, strength, and sophistication. Now, so those are the points. So let me tell you what I got from that, and hopefully this is something that will help you to now take that word and what you get from Matthew 16, verse 18, and actually move forward this week. Okay? So number one, where he said the agenda of the church, change that to the agenda of you. The agenda of you must be clear. What does that mean? Well, what do you actually stand for? Who are you? You know, the action step I'm going to give you this week to do is simply invest a little bit of time and sit down and write out a personal mission statement. You know, determine what your vision is, determine what your end state is, and actually commit it down to writing. You know, and break it down by the roles in which you actually play. So like in my case, when I wrote out my personal mission statement, I noted being a Christian, a husband, a father, an entrepreneur, a professional, and a public servant. And so again, so this week, I want you to invest a little bit of time to clearly define who you are, what you stand for, so that that's unmistakable and allows that to be your guiding point as you're moving on and making your decisions throughout the rest of the week, but more importantly, for the rest of your life. Okay? Now, point two, being settled. Being settled simply means that you've got to know what it is that you're about and be comfortable in your own skin, being you and doing you. You know, so many people are trying to be someone else. You got to understand, you're a unique gift. You're talented. You've got something that's very unique and special about you that allows you to have a competitive edge over other people. So invest the time to see and identify what that unique gift is that you have. Okay, and then hone that skill. Develop the specialized components so that you are sharper than anything else and you're focused and you're getting the best out of yourself. Again, do you. You don't have to be someone else, just do you, but do it at the best. Okay? And number three, seen. Remember, it's more important for you to be known for who you truly are than to just be out there in the visibility world, you know, just by getting notoriety and being seen. No, instead what you want to do, it's more important for people to know how you're seen and how you're being projected. You know, have your reputation actually precede you. Develop some things about you that people will know. Now, one way to kind of focus that energy is to do a 360-degree feedback. That's by simply asking people who they describe you to be to others. Okay? And then once you do that, see how that measures up to how you see yourself. And the key is to try to bring those two things together. All right? And so that's the first point. The first point is simply the agenda of you. Be clear, be settled, and be seen. Point two, the demonic doorway. That demonic doorway in this world really deals with the negativity, and it's going to confront you. So what do you have to do? You've got to make sure that you're really performing at the highest level. It's easy to be average. The requirements are very easy. So you've got to make a personal decision that you're going to be the absolute best. And what does that mean? That means you're going to have to elevate your game. You're not going to do the things that everyone else does. It means you're going to be out there really pushing the envelope. You're going to be a leader. And that means your standards are going to have to be a little bit tighter. You know, everybody's not willing to do the things necessary to be successful in whatever that endeavor is. So once you make that decision to be the very best you can be, understand it's going to take some discipline, some daily habits. And the reality is success comes with work and effort. And most people are not willing to do what it takes to be successful. The God of hell and the goal of hell. Once again, people tend to be drawn to people that are just like them. And the reality of it is, most people will talk about wanting to accomplish things, but most people aren't willing to put the effort into doing it. And so they end up being dream stealers. You'll put your desires out, but then they will try to do everything they can do to keep you held down to where they're at. So I encourage you to really strengthen and focus your energies to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people with the right energy. Okay? Because remember, oftentimes that crab in the barrel mentality, people pulling you back, is there. So you got to make sure that you get beyond that. Okay? And as we wrap it up, understand, remember that leaders can't be like everyone else. You're not trying to be popular. Lead, tell the truth, and more importantly, hold a line. Number 3, a prevailing outcome. You will prevail by, number 1, having a good strategy, number 2, having strength, and number 3, having sophistication. In order to have the ultimate strategy, that means you got to be prepared. You got to prepare. Put in the time and effort to learn the things that you need to know. Remember, I said 5 keys to success: passion, specialized knowledge, discipline, decisive in nature, and then having a mastermind team. Okay? So remember those things. Put those keys into practice. That allows you to have a laser-sharp strategy. You've already began with the end in mind at the first point when you've written out your personal mission statement. And now you just got to go into execution. Surround yourself with the people and do the things necessary so that you're able to elevate your game. This is a year for you to really step it up. You know, decide to look at 2009 as an opportunity to get the very best out of life. Determine what and who is holding you back, and then make the adjustments accordingly. I hope that this has been a blessing to you. I hope that this empowers you to move forward. And this week, remember, the world won't prevail. You've got to do what God has already anointed you to do. He's already given you the tools and the skill set. So go out there and then move forward with vigor and energy and empowerment, and know that the very best is yet to come. This is Nate Scott. For more information, visit me at www.asknatescott.com or give me a call at 904-838-2623. Have a great week. Be blessed.